Alright, what's up everybody? So today I'm just going to be giving you a quick tutorial on how to drive a 0-degree riding mower. Alright, so this is a 0-degree riding mower. These are the large commercial versions of those stupid little John Deeres that everybody rides while drinking beer and pretending they're American. So these are actually a little bit more complicated to drive than the little John Deeres. So I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on how to operate this thing. So first of all, over here on the side, this is where your control panel is. So this is your key. This turns when you turn it this way. This light here comes on. That means you are heating your glow plugs because these are mostly operated by small diesel engines. So this here is the key. This is obviously how you turn it over, how you start the engine. Right here is what engages the blades. So you pull this out to engage the blades, push it in to disengage the blades. Your throttle control is right here. Obviously Turtle is slow, Rabbit is fast. Your warning lights here, so this is your oil warning light, this is your battery warning light, and here is your preheat light. So this is for warming up the glow plugs. Here are your steering levers, so when you're actually operating the machine, these fold in on both sides. And this is your locking lever, so this locks everything up. Now it's unlocked, now it's engaged or locked. Other levers and controls you need to know about. This right here sets the depth that your blades are going to cut. So right now I have it set at just about 2 and 2.5. So it goes down by 1/4 inch increments. Actually 2 3/4. So then jumping up here would be 3 inches. This would be frickin' 3 1/4 and on up the line. It goes down to 1 inch and it goes up to 5 3/4. In order to adjust the depth, you pull this pin out, and you're just going to simply put the pin at the depth that you want, and that's the depth that it's going to cut at. In order to drop the blades, you pull this lever out, and then you push on this with your foot, which then lowers the entire blade deck down onto the ground, because right now when you're transferring from site to site or loading up the equipment, you need to raise the deck so that you're not hitting rocks and curbs and stuff like that. These machines often have 2 fuel tanks, so one on either side, one filling right here, the other fills over here by the control panel deck right here, and then finally you have the fan or the blower. So this is what shoots all of your cuttings up into the bag on the back. So as you can see here, I've got the tube disconnected. Normally this tube here is going to go over that entry right there, and then that'll shoot everything up into here. Now, some of these guys have automatic dump gates. So on this machine, we have a little switch right here, and that actually lowers or opens and closes the underside of the basket here. So you can see when I open this guy, this is open down there. Now by turning that lever, that closes the bottom gate, so it catches it. When you want to leave it open, because you don't want to gather the cuttings or whatever reason, you would leave that open or just disengage the tube, which is what we have done here. So that's your overall. The weights on the front are simply a counterbalance for the engine in the back, provides more stability. So that's the overall look at the machine. So now that you have an idea of what the controls do, let's jump on it, and I'll give you a real quick tutorial on how to drive this thing. Alright guys, so operation of this is fairly simple, so I'm just going to give you a first person look at how that works. So I'm going to get up onto the mower. So when you're sitting in the seat, you've got this control right here by your right foot. You've got the depth setting for the blades. You've got the release bar for the blades. You've got your parking brake right here. You've got your control levers on either side. And you've got your fuel gauge on both the right and the left-hand side. Tells you how much is in the dual fuel tanks. You've got your fuel tank covers right there and right there. And then over here is your control panel. In order to start this, what you're going to do first is make sure your lever for the speed of the engine is on low speed and that your blades are up. So push that forward, they're up. You can see they're up because it's pushed forward and this bar here is engaged. So once that's done, you're going to preheat the engine just like any diesel engine. So you're going to turn the key to the left. You'll see the little light comes on and you're going to hold that until the light goes off. Depending on the heat, it can take anywhere from a couple seconds to a little while longer. So it's pretty warm, so I'm not going to preheat it again. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So then what you do is you turn it once, those engage the light, and then you turn it again. All right, so that's how you turn it on. So it will not turn on if the brake is not engaged or if the levers are in, because when you drive it, both levers are in front of you like this, and you control them like this, or usually with two hands. It will not start if these are not in the outward position and if the brake is not engaged. So I'm not going to keep the engine running because then you won't be able to hear me. So once you have the engine started and the engine's rolling, what you're going to do is you're going to lower your brake forward like that. That allows the thing to roll. Then you're going to pull these bars in. Then you're going to move it. So that's what you're going to do. So let's do that. So now that it's started, what we're going to do to actually use it, we're going to speed up the engine a little bit. So using this is fairly simple. Pushing both of these forward rolls you forward. Pulling both of these backwards rolls you backwards, and pushing them in counter directions spins you around. Very similar to a bobcat. All right, so I've shut the engine down so you guys can hear me a little bit better. So once you have the engine running, we're assuming the engine's running right now. I've got the levers in and the parking brake down. The final thing you're going to do is engage the blades. So in order to engage the blades, first what you do is you drop the blade deck, which is down there. So what you do is you push this guy in with your right foot, and then you release this lever by pulling it outward. So push that in, pull that out, and that lowers the deck to whatever setting you have on right there. So once you've lowered the deck and your engine is up to a high speed, so it's going to be up there, or pretty near the rabbit, it's going to be at a higher speed, you'll be able to hear it. Then all you do is you pull this outward, that engages the blades, and it will run like it's supposed to. So I'm going to do that real quick so you guys see how to do that, and that's pretty much it for this particular machine. All right, guys, so final note, once you're done, you don't want the blades engaged anymore. All you simply do, like you saw, you push this guy in, so pull it out, engages the blades, pushing it in, disengages the blades. Then if you want to go anywhere, you're simply going to push this lever up. So when the blade deck is down, it looks like that, and the foot pedal there is forward. Once you've disengaged the blades, you want to raise the blade deck, so all you simply do is push this in. That raises it up, and then this lever engages in place. So once you've done that and you've parked it, all you're simply going to do, you can shut the engine down right away, or you can shut the engine down after you put on your parking brake, and you push your levers out, and you're done, and you've completed it, and everything's good to go. All right, guys, well, there you go. That is a quick and hopefully easy tutorial on how to drive a 0-degree riding mower. Questions, comments, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you got any other instructional videos you'd like me to do, let me know about that. We got all kinds of machines over here I can do them on. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.